What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I have my weekly predictions video that I'm going to be giving today, and I'm really excited about this game that's coming up against Michigan State. I mean, obviously, this is going to be yet another very important game for us. Um, Obviously, all games are important for college football, but this is supposed to be the gauntlet stretch for us. The stretch that everyone said that we couldn't win, and we're already 1 win into it. So I'm really excited about this game, very hopeful about this game. My gut feeling is actually the same pretty much as it was with the game against Wisconsin. And the only reason I feel this way is because we're going on the road. So it is not going to be an easy game by any means. It's going to be a rivalry game, so these guys are going to play us tough. I don't expect it to be an outcome like it was with Wisconsin. I was thoroughly surprised that we were able to pull away and dominate the game against Wisconsin like we did. I don't expect that to be the case this game, just for the mere fact that we're on the road. If this was a home game, I would have expected the outcome for this game to be like the Wisconsin game, and expect the Wisconsin game to be the outcome to expect for this game, if that makes any sense. But don't expect this to be a high-scoring game for us like the Wisconsin game at all. I expect it to be close, probably within 7 to 10 points difference between the two teams. But I just feel really good because the team is definitely trending upwards. We're playing really, really well. Except for like maybe a few quarters for the whole season, we played really well for the whole entire season. And we're going to need everything to flow right in order to get this victory on the road. Road has been our Achilles heel, especially against ranked teams. But I feel as though we've put things together and we're trending upwards, and we're going to get it done this week. Something has to give as far as our notorious bad record against ranked teams on the road, and I think that this is going to be the week that we get things done. This is going to be actually a nice audition for our game against Ohio State. If we can get it done against Michigan State this Saturday, I feel more and more likely that we're gonna win against Ohio State on the road. I know at the beginning of the season I would have been really in doubt of that, but we've definitely stepped up our game, and we're just playing much better on both ends of the football. For one, our offensive line, especially from last year to this year, has improved, and just week by week, game by game, our offensive line has drastically improved. So obviously, Ed Warner getting in there and working with the offensive line week by week in practice, you can definitely see the improvement in the offensive line. This is not the same offensive line that came into the season against Notre Dame that was just getting confused and giving up sacks and things of that nature. So the offensive line has been playing much, much better, and it is reflected in how we've been able to play well against teams. Everything, to me, everything as far as winning and losing starts at the line level in the trenches. And if you have a good offensive line and you have a good defensive line, I've always preached this, it makes life so much better for your skilled players on offense and for your secondary on defense. So definitely the offensive line is playing better. We're getting healthier. Hopefully we'll have Tariq Black back for this game, and we'll see how that works. I know it's going to be his first game, probably be rusty, may not play a whole lot of snaps, but we need everyone on deck for this game and going forward. So like I said, this is going to be an interesting game. We're on the road against a ranked opponent. It's Michigan State. It's a rival game. And I know that these guys, they don't like us at all for whatever reason. I know it's in-state. Some of them may have issues as far as recruitment and not being recruited by Michigan, and may have a chip on the shoulder because of that. Some guys might, look back to that whole Mike Hart little brother thing and use that as motivation, whatever the case may be. But this is definitely a game that we have to take care of business and get the victory. On offense, we have to somehow be able to continue to run the football. I know Michigan State is very good against the run. So this is going to be a very good test to see if we can run the football against these guys. Against the pass, not necessarily as potent. So this may require Shea Patterson to have one of his better games. I know overall we haven't really had to pass the ball a whole lot to get victories, but this is definitely going to be one of those games where we may need his arm. So that's going to be the key on offense. Continual excellence of the offensive line, passing the football, giving Shea Patterson enough time to get the wide receivers open down the field and spread the field. I've been preaching this for as long as I can remember, at least for the last 2 years, that we have to take more shots down the field. The dink and dunk is all right, but it shuts down the running game because it makes everyone be confined to a certain amount of space and doesn't open up the lanes for running the football as much. So we have to take a few shots down the field to keep the secondary and keep them honest, so that the safeties aren't running downhill all the time and shutting down a running game. We have to make them think twice about it. A few play action plays where we just take a shot down the field one-on-one and just see what happens. On defense, we just have to continue to play the way we've been playing on defense. Shut down the run and make sure that we don't give up any big plays. I think if we do that, we have an excellent chance of winning this game. To be honest with you, we should have last year we should have won the game against these guys. If it weren't for our good friend John O'Corn throwing like 100 interceptions, honestly, we would have won that game. So the opportunity is here for us to make a statement. We made a statement last week, and hopefully we can make another statement again this week. Keep the momentum going. Then we'll have 1 week off, and then we can prepare for Penn State. So I think those are the keys to the victory. I think that we're going to win. Don't expect no 40-point outburst. This is going to be something like maybe 24-17 or 24-20, something like that. 20-17, somewhere. It's going to be somewhere around there. It's going to be a close game, but I think that we're going to be able to pull this out. Also, what I wanted to talk about briefly is the playoffs and what are our chances of making the playoffs. So, if you have an opportunity, leave in the comment section below. Let me feel how you feel about the game, and let me know how you feel about our chances of getting into the playoffs. Right now, we have the destiny. Our destiny is in our hands right now. You're looking at being able to, if we can run the table. If we do, we're going to be in the playoffs. And the reason I say this is just from the remaining games that are left, not only for us, but for some teams that are in front of us. So as it is right now, you still have Alabama that has to play LSU, and you still have us that has to play Ohio State. So obviously someone has to lose. So if you look at the Alabama to LSU game, whoever loses that, if we continue to win, we're going to obviously move in front of them. And then you're looking at if we win against Ohio State, that we'd leapfrog them as well. So with LSU being at number 5, Ohio being at number 2, that's 2 spots that we could move up potentially from those 2 games, and that would put us at a minimum at number 4. So we have to win out, and so it's not one of those cases where we need some help in order to get into the playoffs like other teams. We have to wait and hope that somebody else loses so we can. No, if we keep winning, we're automatically going to make the playoffs just from the mere fact of the games that are remaining to play. So hopefully we can keep this momentum going, keep winning, and get into the playoffs. I know at the beginning of the season, after the loss to Notre Dame, no one would have thought that we would be at this point. But, this team is very good, a lot better than a lot of people think they are. And we're getting healthier, we're getting more cohesive as a unit, and just playing better overall. So I'm excited about this game. I feel that we're going to win, and hopefully that we just shake off these road jitters and play a solid game from start to finish against Michigan State this game. So, anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, definitely feel free to like the video. As I mentioned before, if you have any comments or any thoughts or feelings about the video or anything about Michigan football, leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about the game. And if you like my content, definitely subscribe to the channel. We're slowly growing, and I want to just continue to grow. So anyways, thank you for watching the video, and go Blue.